#1 San Miguel Beermen and the 4th place Westports Malaysia Dragons.
Well, not really. We're still gonna enjoy, have fun, and we're playing the #1 team in the league, so we've got everything to gain.
We've been playing very well of late, and all we wanted to do was just try to gel more and more because we got new players. Unlike Malaysia, they have the luxury of having the same team all year, so that chemistry is already there, and that's what we're about, just trying to get better and better each game.
The Beermen with home court advantage throughout the playoffs, but it'll be up to the trio of Nick Fazekas, Leo Avenido, and Duke Cruz to secure their first home win. Right from the opening tip, action gets underway with Chris Banchero taking it in for a quick score. But the Dragons don't waste any time getting their imports going as Tyrus Wade hits his first jumper. Then Brian Williams spots up from 20 feet out. On next play, he puts it on the floor and lays it in softly. Dragons lead it by 3 early on. Chris Banchero, just getting warmed up, blows by everyone and cuts the lead back down to 1. Later on, Dragons lead by 3 again. Leo Avenido cuts off the pass and starts the fast break. Down to the other end to Duke Cruz, and he throws it down.
Last time around, Duke Cruz.
Cruz, showing his defensive ability, gets a clean block on Nick Belasco, then runs it down for the easy flush to give the Beermen their first lead. But not for long, as Williams answers back with the open shot and he drills the corner 3. Dragons take the lead back. Then Williams with the kick out and another corner 3 gives the Dragons a commanding 9-point lead after 1. Second quarter, and the Beermen start to chip away at the lead as Banchero sends it ahead to Cruz for the hoop and the harm.
And 1. I'm pretty certain.
Banchero with a lightning quick first step, cuts into the passing lane, and he's off to the races, and he finds a trailing Duke Cruz for his 4th dunk of the game. Beermen cut the lead back down to 4. Cruz with one of his 3 big blocks on the night. It leads to another transition basket by the Beermen. Check out the pass by Banchero to Fajardo. Game is tied at 31.
Chris Banchero's having a heck of a ball.
Tyrus Wade showing signs of frustration as he gets fouled, then shoves Rogelio Yap after the whistle. Beermen still playing catch-up though, as Banchero slips through the lane to bring them back to within 1. Midway in the second, Kabahug hits a tough turnaround to take the lead back.
Turn around and makes it with a hand in his face.
Back and forth we go, and after a Dragon turnover, no one gets back on defense to stop Nick Fazekas from finishing the play.
Not wanted here. It's a two-handed jam for Nick Fazekas.
But the Dragons have the last save before the half as Kabahug sinks the outside shot to give him a 6-point lead at the break.
The problem is we're on our heels right now because we gave up 55 points in 20 minutes. We were talking in the dugout. We have 58% from the field goal, but we're still down by 6. So our problem right now is not offense, but defensively, one-on-one, we have to take care of our men.
The Dragons' hot shooting continues in the third quarter with Williams hitting this rainbow turnaround.
The rainbow! Oh my gosh. I think that scraped the rafters before it dropped through.
Then Nick Belasco dials in from long distance. Dragons lead back up to 5.
Long-range jumper.
But a minute later, he turns it over, and the Beermen quickly get it down to the other end for the score.
Roger Yap, no one with him, and the easy lay-in gets the Beermen.
1-point Dragon lead. Watch Williams refuse to give up as he battles for the rebound and finally gets the putbacks.
Refusing to go away in the paint.
But on the ensuing play, Nick Fazekas pulls up from beyond the arc and drains the shot.
Yes! He could shoot it from that area.
Next Beermen possession, and Fazekas launches another and hits it. Dragons call a timeout to talk things over. Back after the huddle, Wade answers back with a 3-pointer of his own. Followed by Williams, who launches it from way outside and banks it off the glass. Score is tied at 75 after 3.
With the shot clock
still anyone's game in the fourth as Wade scores on the baseline drive and puts the Dragons up by 4. Then Banchero pulls up and hits the short jumper and pulls them back to within 2.
Will rise, fire, and hit. That time around.
Moments later, Kabahug blows the open layup, but a trailing Brian Williams bails him out with the putback.
Yeah, Williams with the help.
Then Kabahug redeems himself with a corner 3, and that puts the Dragons back up by 5.
It's been a drought here for Patrick Kabahug.
Still no answer for Chris Banchero on the other end as he continues to shred the defense and keep the Beermen close.
Refuses to give up. Wade.
Finally, the Dragons start to cool off midway through the fourth as they are unable to capitalize on the offensive boards. And once again, it's Chris Banchero who quickly gets down to the other end for another score.
Restores order. Now Banchero in a track meet. Chris Banchero goes the length of the floor. Protecting the ball in it.
The late steal by Cruz, and that sets up another fast break for the Beermen. This time with Fazekas finishing off the nice pass by Banchero. Dragons call another timeout to try and stop the run.
Aerial Vanguardia. Chris Banchero's giving it back to the big man.
Late in the game, Brian Williams, still feeling it, lets it go from the outside and ties the game at 91.
Timeout. Yeah, that is
Beermen down by 2 with time running out, and it's Duke Cruz who pulls them even as he powers his way in for the flush.
Back to the basket. He was able to dunk
it. Nick Fazekas with a chance to close it out, but he misses it, and we are headed to OT.
We're heading to overtime. Well, great play.
Deadlocked at 95 apiece at the end of regulation, and the Beermen take charge in extra time. Banchero goes coast to coast to give them a 2-point lead.
That's a tough finish.
Leo Avenido, with a quiet game earlier, starts to make noise in overtime as he hits the tough reverse for the and 1, and just like that, the Beermen are back up by 5.
And Miguel bench.
But Guga answers back with a 3 on the other end, and the lead is back down to 2. Avenido with some crucial plays down the stretch to maintain the Beermen lead. He hits for 2 of his 17 points.
Huge finish, and it was Tyrus Wade's gamble that set up.
And despite a late 3, Wade finishes with a dismal 8 for 21 shooting on the night. And that is as close as they would get as Cruz puts them away with this short jumper.
Rise up and stroke it.
And to seal the win, it's Chris Banchero who finishes with 18 points, 15 assists, and 6 steals to lead his team to victory in Game 1 of the semifinal round, locking down home court advantage against the Dragons.
Velasco's shot does not go to San Miguel Beermen in overtime.
Meanwhile, the Dragons will have to regroup and defend their home court in Game 2 next week at Maba Stadium, Kuala Lumpur. Final score in this one, 111 to 104 after 5 periods of play. The Dragons with a chance to steal the first game, but unable to close out their opponent at the end of regulation. Meanwhile, the Beermen shoot 55% from the field, thanks largely to player of the game, Chris Banchero.
Definitely, man. It's Game 1, so we knew it was going to be tough. We knew we weren't just going to walk through this, so everybody came out to play right off the bat, but it was a good game, man.
Well, I feel we can do a better job on defense, but not taking anything away from them. They hit some big shots. Williams shot a 3-pointer from almost half court, bank shot. So they hit some big shots. So we're going to work on our defense. But then in the playoff, you expect things like this. I like the character of my team tonight because we could have folded up and gave it up. But no, they stuck and fought down to the end. We missed some easy ones too. But basically defense, we're going to work on our defense.